about 6:15, and time now for What's Trending. Do you want to make a splash at your summer job? Well, if you want to be a male boat jumper, you're actually trying to not make a splash. Tryouts were held yesterday in Lake Geneva, and high school and college-aged applicants jump from the boats to piers to deliver letters, all while the boat keeps cruising along at 5 miles an hour. And if you're not fast enough, you're going to fall in. 13 different people came out to try out for a spot as one of the Lake Geneva Cruise Line male jumpers yesterday. For some it was easy, and for others it was a challenge. But unlike years past, no one fell into the lake during tryouts. 6 teens will be chosen, and the tradition actually started way back in 1916. There weren't any roads for cars or horses and buggies to get around the lake, so it was a necessity to use the water to get your mail. And as a male jumper, they are expected to give tour boat guests a history of the lake in between taking jumps to deliver the mail. So what an amazing summer job to have. I love seeing this year after year. It's just quite a tradition. And I just don't know how well I would do, you guys. I think that I would definitely end up in the drink quite a bit.
Yeah, you know, I don't think I'd do a great job, Marissa. I think I would overthink it and forget to jump back on the boat or something like that. But it is so impressive, one, to see these college and high school kids run so quickly and jump back on the boat so many different times, but also that so many people came to try out as well. It's a pretty, in my opinion, it's a pretty scary job.
Yeah, I wish I knew about this job because I did grow up in southeastern Wisconsin. If I knew about this job during the summer months, I definitely would have hopped on board of that job right away. But unfortunately, I didn't know about it, but it looks like a lot of fun opportunities there for high school and college age kids.
It's so neat. Yeah, I hear the key is no hesitation. You just have to go for it.
Yeah, all right. That's a good tip to know if I ever decide to do it. Well, you definitely want to stay out of the water for that job, but also if you're this family in Florida, you would definitely want to stay out of your pool as well, because they discovered an unwelcome guest in their pool this week, an alligator. They returned home to find the reptile enjoying a leisurely swim, and they recorded video of the incident. So Carlos Rivera says he was crawling on the bottom, going from one corner to the other. His family stayed inside, ate dinner Monday evening, hoping the gator would just find its way out. And Carlos's daughter, Veronica, assumes the gator got into the lanai by crawling through a fence, then a doggy door. The gator eventually got out of the pool on its own and strolled through the yard, so they decided to take matters into their own hands. Now, Veronica says her boyfriend helped her dad get the gator safely into a garbage bin, and her boyfriend took the gator to a pond where it likely belongs. State wildlife officials will dispatch a trapper if an alligator is a nuisance, but it must be at least 4 feet in length and pose a threat to people, pets, or property. The Rivera family says that they're glad this gator was small enough so they could remove it safely on their own. But I don't know. I think I'd personally want to have a gator that was more than 4 feet, so I wouldn't have to have it as a problem for myself, because I think removing it sounds pretty terrifying.
Exactly. I know. I keep saying that, I could possibly see myself living in Florida someday, but that's not a type of situation that I want to be dealing with. And yeah, I can't believe that the gator has to be 4 feet or longer to get help. I would think any gator should qualify.
Yeah, it sounds like one of those nightmares I had as a kid, where you're swimming in a pool and there's either a shark or an alligator in the pool there with you. So that actually came true there in real life and down there in Florida. Well, speaking of animals, a world famous zookeeper is stepping away from his decades-long career. Thursday, the Columbus Zoo in Ohio announced that Jungle Jack Hanna is retiring. Hanna served as the zoo's director for 42 years. During that time, he became known for his appearances on talk shows around the world where he showed different animals. He also hosted several syndicated TV series and published more than a dozen books. Hanna says while he is stepping down from his position at the zoo, he will still play a part in its success. He says he'll always help the zoo. He and his wife are the zoo's #1 fans. Hanna's last day is set to be on December 31st. The zoo plans to celebrate his career with 2 big events held in October and December.
Just quite an accomplishment for him to have been there for so long, but he has just the most amazing personality. I've seen him on countless late night shows, educating people about animals and also having some fun with the late night talk show host, which is always really, really fun to see.
Yeah, and he has some pretty cool animals as well too. It's been fun to watch him over the years, but I'm sure it's pretty bittersweet for him to retire right now as well, because what a cool job to have, but I'm sure, it takes a lot of time and energy because, there's so many animals to take care of.
Yeah, it's exciting to hear that he'll still be part of the process there at the zoo, so he's not fully leaving, just stepping down from a lot of his responsibilities. Well,